student. I am back with our chapter Constitutional Design. In previous video, I explained you about what is the constitution and how the constitution was designed in Africa, South Africa. And in South Africa, what was the problems and how they solved it, what was the struggle they faced. This all thing was explained in the previous class. Now we are going to learn that what is the importance of constitution, and we will be comparing it with India and Africa. So let us start. Here we have the constitution of India, and before starting that what is the constitution of India says, we should know that importance of constitutions, what they are. So first of all, we have seen that there is a in last class we saw that there is so many importance of constitution, like without constitution it is very difficult to run a country. Okay, and for each and everything, for the small country or small in our house also, for the small work holes also, we need some rules and regulations. And wherever you are studying in schools, there also you are have to follow some rules and regulations in your school. So why not for country? So country is a big area where a lot of functions are happening every day. So definitely there should be rules and regulation to function it very neatly with smooth way. So first of all, point wise, according to our textbook, let us see. First point is trust and coordination. So when there is a constitution, we believe that whatever the government is doing or whatever action is taken by the government, it is according to the constitution. If we feel that it is not according to the constitution, we can object it and we can stop it for doing that. So the constitution gives us trust that we will be justified. Okay. Next, specification, that if a country is having constitution, we know very well that what is our rules and regulations, and what is the solution will be taken for one particular problem, and is it correct or wrong. That specification we get if there is a constitution. If there is no constitution, then it is very difficult that what the government is doing or any people is doing, is it correct or not, and or it is working according to the constitution or not, rules and regulation, everything is followed or not by the government. So constitution is very important for the specification that specifies how the government will be constituted, who will have what kind of power. So if today we can see if some prime minister, somebody have taken any decision, we can some of the opposition leader, or they can question them that you are not working according to the constitution. We can protest against that if the government is not working. So if the constitution is specification has given the specification that what kind of work should be done by the government, then there will be no confusion among the people. Next is rights and duties. And with rights, we know what is like in our country, we have a fundamental right to education, like so many rights are given. And same way, we have duties also. Where there is right, there should be duties also. So we have to respect our flag, our constitution. We have to work according to the rules and regulations. Like that, so many things are there which we need to follow. Next is good society. Okay, if we have right to express our feeling, we have right to get our opportunities. These all rights we get from our constitution. Then it is very easy to live in such a country where there is constitution, and the people feel very happy. So when the people is happy, society is happy. So we get a good society. There is more crime, criminal activities that happen when there is no happiness, there is no satisfaction. In such kind of country, we will not have any crime where the people are happy. Okay, so these all was the reason that which says us what is the importance of our constitution. So similarly, same question can be asked that why do we need a constitution? As we have so many advantages, naturally everybody feels that there should be constitution. As in before slide I told you, These all are the importance of our constitution. Naturally, we with that only half of the answer we will get, that why we need the constitution. Children, these all are the important points you can note down in a rough note, or these points you can expand and explain while writing the exam. Importance of constitution is a very important question for your exam, that what are the importance of constitution. These, there is only 4 points which is shown on the screen, but you can elaborate it and explain it. 2 to 3 points you can explain. With that, you will have a good content for your answer. So these all are the important points for remembering the points, so that you can be able to explain it properly. Next, why do we need a constitution? It reflects the ideas of the countries. See, all countries are having their own constitution. Whichever country is republic countries, they have their own constitution, and it reflects what kind of feeling that country is having, what kind of aim the country is having. For example, if you see the Japan constitution, in their preamble of their constitution is there that don't do war and don't let do war anyone. That is their important motto, as they have suffered a lot because of in the Second World War. Same way in our country, we suffered, we were not having equality for a long time. So our main aim is to right to equality is very important. Same way, so each country have their own constitution according to their, seeing that constitution, we know that what kind of policy the country is following. So with the help of constitution, we can imagine that what kind of country that is. Like in our, we feel in for the right to religion, but in all countries the right to religion is not given. With that, we can know that which country is secular, which country is not secular. It defines the nature of the country's political system. Seeing the constitution, we can see, is it the monarchy, or it is democratic or dictatorship. What kind of policy the government is taking, depending on that we can identify that the country is democratic or monarchy. It provides guidelines to government govern decision-making process in societies. See, every day so many new policies government is declaring, and new policies the government is telling. So is it simply one person decision? No, there's total process is there, and this process is also given in the constitution. If it is monarchy, there will be no steps. Single person will take a decision. If it is democratic, it will be a lot of discussion with all the people decision. The decision will be taken. So it gives the guidelines. The constitution tells what is the process of taking the decision. And if they goes wrong decision, then with the help of the constitution, we can say that according to the constitution, it is wrong, and we can question our government. So constitution also controls the power of the government. It safeguards the citizens against the misuse of the power by the leader. As I told you, for making the process, making the decision, everything systematically explained in the constitution. So if the government is going beyond that, so it is a misuse of power. If they do so, the people may protest. So in this way, the government cannot misuse their power. So these all facilities are the citizens enjoy only because of the constitution. So as the Britishers time, there was no constitution for India. So whatever decision they used to take, and we was forced to follow it. But this cannot be happen now, because we are now republic. We have our constitution. The government have to work according to the constitution. So what is the main? Now you can see main purpose of the constitution. There is interlink between the importance of the constitution and why do we need the constitution, and what is the purpose. Everything is having the same similarities, and there is an interlink among these all things. The constitution have 3 functions, and first creates the national government consisting of a legislative, an executive, and judicial branch. Our constitution, according to our constitution, the function of the country is divided into three parts. One is legislative, executive, and judiciary. Later, we will be reading in next class. We will be reading it in detail, one by one. What are their rights? What is legislation? What is executive department? And what is the judicial department? And these three are the organs which checks each other power. Nobody should be doing any wrong practice. If legislature is not working properly, executive department will be affected. If the both is not working, judicial department is there to make it correct. So like that, each other have interlinked with them. Okay. So with a system of check and balance among the three branches. Second, it divides the power between federal government and state. So we have another division, federal government and the state. Means federal means simultaneously two government will be working. Like in our country, we have the state government as well as the central government. So power is divided among the two different organization. One is the state government, other one is central government. Okay. Now we have seen what is the importance of the constitution. Okay. And why do we need the constitution? And before class we have seen the how the constitution was prepared in Africa. So this all up to now we have clear. I think you have no doubt up to here. Next, we will see how was the constitution made in India. Making of Indian constitution. It was very difficult task for us. As we know, 200 years onwards, we were under the other countries. We were not having any government, self-government in our countries. So we faced a lot of problem while making our constitution. So here are the some main points. It is only 4 points which is on the screen. You can note down that and you can explain how by listening carefully to me. First of all, India, first problem was that India was huge and diverse country. It is area wise. We have all kind of climatic condition and geographically we are different. Our culture is different. So much in all aspects, different things was there. And making the nation united and making a constitution by satisfying each and everyone was a big task for the country. So this was first challenge. So India was huge and diverse country. Second, and this diversity is not there in South Africa. Now, while explaining, I will be comparing simultaneously. Already we have learned in South Africa. South Africa was divided by the Britishers on the base of color. But India was having religious different, languages different, culture, lifestyle, geographical condition. So many diverse system is there. The country was divided on the basis of religion. Our country, India and Pakistan was divided, as you can see on the map here, west side Pakistan and east side Bangladesh. When we got independent, this was the main issue which was happened immediately after the independence, and India faced a big problem that on the religious base, the country was divided and there was a lot of disturbance. So along with this disturbance, we have to calm down this situation and same time we need to go for the new constitution where the country which was divided on the base of religion, the other religion persons also should feel safe here, and that is why it is a very big task for the government to satisfy all the group of people in the country. Next very big problem was there, the merger of princely state with India or Pakistan or remain with independent was a difficult decision. You can see here the gray color country areas. This is Hyderabad, this is Kashmir. Here one Junagadh area is also will be there. and Pakistan. Now, in our country, when we got independence, there was 555 princely states. Princely states means independent small kingdom was there, 555. These all 555 people should agree to join India as a nation. So India was given them choice whether they would like to join with Pakistan or India. So India wanted that there should be a nation and no small kingdoms like before the independence. So all the 555 countries accepted to uh, uh, they accepted for the nationalism of India. But the Kashmir and Hyderabad did not agree for that, and they wanted to be separate. But later they joined us, and this was a very big challenge. So you see, nobody likes to share their small piece of land with anybody. Here we are asking 555 kingdoms to join us. So you can imagine that how difficult task it is. So the future of the country was seen not much secure to make constitution. So they have to plan according to our future and all, and how the country will be there. First of all, immediately we decided that we will be having a democratic government, as we were struggling from long time to have a democratic government, and we decided that we will be democratic, we will be ruling in the way of democracy. In this way, they was taken the decision. So these all are the problems faced by the Indians while making the constitution. More problem if we add, there was a diverse culture already we said. Only 12% people was educated in India at the time of the constitution. Okay, and that is also was a great challenge. So here we let us compare the constitution of India and Africa. Like South Africa, Indian constitution was also drawn up under very difficult circumstances. The making of constitution for a huge and diverse country like India was not an easy affair. At that time, people of India were emerging from status of subject to that of citizens. Like, let me tell you, there's so many people at the time of the independence, they even don't know their full name. They were called as Ramu, Situ, like that, there's names. And they were not having the surnames. And now they have to identify their name. Like so many Indian people, they call their daughters like his father's daughter name. Like that they are calling. Even so many Ramu's mother or Sita's mother, like that they call their mother's name. So there is no identification. So as a citizens, that identity was also required. The country was born through a partition on the basis of the religion differences, and this was the traumatic experience for the people of India and Pakistan. So even though we got freedom, but there was not so much happiness what we was expecting, that when we will get freedom we will be so happy, but it was not like that, because India and Pakistan was divided on the base of religion, and there was a lot of bloodshed in the northern part of India. So these all was the problem faced by the Indians. Okay, so we will be seeing the path to constitution. Means before also we attempted to make our constitution. In 1928 also, the Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru's father, he also attempted to make a constitution. Again in 1931, one of the resolution was taken in the Karachi, which is present in Pakistan, and that how the independent country will be working. That time only they decided that there will be a universal adult franchise, means everybody will have right to vote above 18 years. Right to freedom and equality will be given. This was also taken decision long back in 1931 itself. And to protecting the right of minorities. Minorities means the countries, the less members, those who are there in our country. And for their rights also, they taken decision. Many educated Indians were familiar with the political and legislative institution during the colonial rule. Already they was having ideas because they was working with British. Year of thinking, after a lot of deliberates together, this deliberation of the framework was done, and it was not a one person. A lot of people was involved in making the constitution. Many leaders was inspired with different countries revolutions, like French Revolution, Russian Revolution, and practice of parliamentary democracy in Britain, and Bill of Rights like thing was taken from the US. So these all mixture. 1928, whatever decision was taken, and next 1931, some of the decision was added in our constitution. Some of the educated people, those who were having the experience of the constitution, that was also added. And many the leaders, those who was having inspiration from the French Revolution, these all was also added. In this way, totally we got our constitution. And after this long discussion, the constitution was prepared. Next, what is the step of making our constitution? The constitution assembly was formed. This is a very important point, how our constitution was prepared. Before whatever I explained, it is what was the problem of our constitution and from where we got these ideas. Now, what was the steps of making our constitution? The first step was there. The drafting of the constitution was done with 299 members. And that time we decided that universal adult franchise, right to freedom and equal protection will be given. In next class, I will be explaining you what was the problem faced by the India while setting the constitution in detail. And after the constitution, in our constitution, what kind of things are there which is given importance in our constitution. One by one, whatever the constitution's rules and regulations are there in our country, that all also we will be discussing. Thank you, everyone.